Good evening, good evening, good evening. How is everyone doing this fabulous Friday evening? Let me get my TikTokers up. So tonight, I figured let's go over some business tips. Let's kind of go over how we need to structure our business. Let's go over how we need to market our business. How do we go and how do we get the client to our store? How do we get our client to our website? How do we make our business stand out from all of the rest? What do we need to get business funding? Let's just, kind of get into the bag tonight, okay? So I am doing a free masterclass this Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to be going over the proper business structure. I'll be going over how to protect your assets, what contracts you need, and marketing tips. So if you're interested in attending my free masterclass this Sunday and you're on my Instagram page, you can just type in bank in the comment and a link will be sent to you. If you're on my TikTok page, you can just click the link in my bio and the first one will allow you to sign up for my free class on Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, okay? If you have any questions, you can kind of drop them in the chat. I'll see if I can get to them. But first, I wanted to start with our business structure, right? So I always say that your business structure is so important because it's going to be the foundation of your business. So if we have a faulty foundation, if things are not set up correctly, then everything that we build on top of that foundation is not going to be sturdy and eventually will fall. Okay, so we want to make sure that we have a solid foundation and that we keep the solid foundation. So yes, we need to have a business entity. Do I have my cups? Let me get my cups. So the first thing we need to do when we are talking about setting up our business foundation is we want to make sure that we separate ourselves from the business. So a lot of times people will say, well, let me wait to make sure I really want to do this business. Let me wait to make sure that the business is making money. Let me wait to make sure before, this thing's really working before I go and invest in an LLC. Let me tell you why you don't want to do that. So no matter where your business is, it's in your mind, you're thinking about it, whatever, you have assets. So you may have a house, you may have a car, you may have money in the bank. If we start doing business as ourselves, as a sole proprietor, as a DBA, we're out here doing business, exposing our house, our car, and the money in the bank. A sole proprietor, a DBA gives you no protection. So let's just say I have Joyce Barbecue. I leave my ribs out overnight. I forgot. I still serve them. Everyone who went and got ribs the next day got sick. I had a class action lawsuit against me. I get a judgment for $1 million. They're going to come take my house, my car, and the money in my bank account. We don't want that. For this reason, we want to separate ourselves and assets from the business. So with the business not making a dime, with the business not even, in fruition, the second we think of, hey, I think I want to do a business, we want to form an LLC to separate our assets from the business assets. This is the most important reason why you want to form your LLC in the beginning, to separate you and your assets from the business. So same scenario, left the ribs out overnight, still serve them. Everyone got sick, class action lawsuit. We'll say that Joyce Barbecue has a little money in the bank, okay? I get sued. They have to sue Joyce Barbecue, not me, and they will only get what Joyce Barbecue has. They won't be able to touch my personal assets, okay? So that is the first reason why we always want to form an LLC or a corporation. Now, the second thing we want to make sure is that we're not just having one LLC and running a whole bunch of different businesses out of that LLC. So a lot of times people will form an LLC and then they'll just get a DBA for multiple businesses. So let's just say I have Joy's Barbecue. And we'll say Joy's Barbecue has some money in the bank, and I'm gonna give Joy's Barbecue some company vans for catering. And then I say, well, I'm gonna open up Joy's Peach Cobbler, okay? But I don't know if Joy's Peach Cobbler Bakery is gonna make any money. I'm gonna get a DBA and run it under Joy's Barbecue. Well, at Joy's Peach Cobbler, someone comes to my bakery, they fall and break their neck, sue me, get $1 million judgment. Because I put Joy's Peach Cobbler and I mixed it in with Joy's Barbecue, they're now going to be able to touch Joy's Barbecue, Money in the Bank, and Vans. Why? Because I made it into one big pot of gumbo. We don't want that. So the second you think you're going to start another enterprise, we want to form another LLC. So now I have Joy's Barbecue and Joy's Peach Cobbler. Same scenario. Someone comes to my bakery, falls, breaks their neck, sues me. They can only get what Joy's Peach Cobbler has. They cannot touch what Joy's Barbecue has. So you want to make sure that the second you're thinking about doing a business, you separate yourself from the business. And then the second you want to do multiple businesses, each business is separate. Okay? For asset protection reasons. Also, by forming an LLC, it's going to reserve your business name in the state that you're in. A DBA or a sole proprietor would not reserve your name in the business that you're in. It's going to make you more credible, but more importantly, it's protecting your assets. So regardless of what the business is making, you want to make sure that you are protected, okay? So we always want to form our LLC. I am going to go into more detail on Sunday about forming your LLCs, protecting your assets, walking you through how to actually form an LLC, what's the proper structure, all that good stuff. If you want to attend my free masterclass this Sunday at 7 p.m. and you're on my Instagram page, type in bank in the comment and a link will be sent to you. If your page is private, DM me the word bank. If you're on my TikTok page, click the first link in my bio. You can sign up for my class on Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, one thing I see that businesses struggle with is marketing, right? How do I get the person to my store? How do I get the person, to my page? I get a lot of people DMing me, hey, can we send you product? Can you promote it on your page? Blah, blah, blah. But I always look at their page first, right? So if you watch me in the morning, I'll do my makeup in the morning and I'll be on live, normally doing some kind of devotional. So I've had a couple of makeup companies, want to give me makeup, and I use the makeup in the morning, while I'm doing my live. Well, when I go to their page is boring, right? No shade. I just keep it real. So it's a lot of stock photos, okay? It's a lot of just a picture of the lipstick. It's a nice professional picture of the lipstick, but if you're looking at this, does this show you what it is? Can you see what it is? Is seeing a stock photo of a tube of lipstick going to move you to actually hit the button and purchase it? No. Why? Because a person who's into makeup, I'm into makeup, I want to see what it looks like. I want a video to see someone, when they apply it, how's it looking? I want to see a swab of the lipstick on a fair-skinned person, a medium-skinned person, and a dark-skinned person. So I can find my color and be like, ooh, I like how that lipstick shows up, or ooh, it looks a little dull. I would like to see if there's some user-generated content, right? Is there somebody, he could be the owner, at home putting on lipstick. How does it look, right? So I told them, hey, I have no problem taking your product and, using it on my live. I said, however, it doesn't matter how many people come to your page from me posting it. No one's going to buy it because you have stock photos. You don't show what it looks like on a light-skinned person or a fair-skinned person, on a medium-skinned person, on a dark-skinned person. No one can feel like what does it look like on. So they will come to your page, but they're not going to buy once they come to your page because there's nothing appealing about your page. It's boring. When you think about selling your product, especially on social media, you have about 10 seconds for someone to land on your page, for them to look at your bio, look down a couple of rows, and either are you moving them or you're not. There's so much competition right now with multiple businesses. You are not the only person selling makeup. You're not the only person selling a coaching service. You're not the only person doing hair, selling bundles. You're not the only person fixing credit. When they land on your page, something has to bring their attention for you to stay on their page. The analogy I like to use is this. If you are out and about, maybe we're a club, or if you're out in the club or you're out at a restaurant with your girls or your boys, are you going to walk up to every person? Okay, I'll say it from a guy's perspective. If you're a guy in the club and there's about 10 girls in the club, are you going to walk up to every single girl and be like, "Hey, what's your name? Let me see what you really look dolled up. Can you go on your phone and show me a picture of what you look like when you're just all put together?" Are you going to be, asking all these questions? Or if you're in the club, are you going to peruse the scene after 10 girls? Who catches your eye the most? And then step to that girl. Whoever is more attractive or what's attractive to you, that's who you're going to walk to. You're not about to walk to every single girl, talking to them, trying to get to know them. So if I happen to come to the club with a bonnet on and a t-shirt and some sweats, 9 out of 10 times, I'm not going to be approached if there's other girls in the club who took some effort in putting on some real clothes, doing their hair, putting on makeup if they wear makeup, and having themselves together. Well, that's what your social media page has to look like, or that's what your website has to look like. No one's about to go scroll down 10 rows. When I do my consultations, I be like, I don't even know the purpose. Like, what is the story? What is your brand culture? Oh, scroll down to January 10th, and there's the video. Baby, who's scrolling down? It's 10 girls. You have to come with your best game at all times. All you're going to get someone to look at is your bio picture. Your bio picture, your bio caption, and you may at the most get them to look at 2 rows. And either they're going to stop and peruse and go down, or they're going to swipe on back and go to the next page. You have to capture their attention, okay? So, how are we going to capture their attention? Number 1, you need to know who is your target audience. Who are you selling your product to? Who is your product or service designed for? Now, if you're just tuning in, I am doing a free masterclass on Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to be going over business structure, business grants. It's going to be funding that's not based on credit, the contracts you need, and how to market your business in more detail. If you're interested, type in bank in the comment. If you're on TikTok, hit the first link in my bio for the link. So, when you are trying to sell I'll just start with social media. You have to know who your target audience is. Why? Who are you selling to? The reason why you have to know who you're selling to is because you need to know, how am I going to market my business? Well, I'm going to sell to everybody. You're not. No one can sell to everybody. You have to have a target audience. That doesn't mean that someone that's not in your target won't buy from you, but you can only market to your target audience. I'll take the brand Chanel. Chanel is a high-end brand. Chanel's target audience is going to be a person that has a lot of disposable income. I'm going to pay $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 for a bag. Why? When I go out to dinner, when I go out to Sunday Fun Day, when I'm running errands, I don't want to see my bag on every other girl's arm. So Chanel's target audience is going to be someone who's going to pay $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 for a bag for the exclusivity of the bag, meaning it's not going to be everywhere. Now, if Chanel says, I'm about to do a buy one, get one free special so I can sell some more bags, what's going to happen to Chanel's target audience? They're going to leave. Why? I'm only paying a premium price or I'm only paying for an overpriced bag for no one to have my same bag when I'm going out. If everyone's going to have my bag, I no longer value that brand. Now, does that mean that Kiki and them won't be up in Chanel buying a bag? No. Kiki and them may hit a lick and go into Chanel and buy a bag. But Chanel is not targeting to Kiki and them. Chanel is doing all of their marketing about exclusivity, luxury. Their campaigns will be based on islands and vacations because their target audience is doing islands and vacation. If Chanel partnered with Lil Boosie and he out here jigging and doing his thing and I love Lil Boosie is not Chanel's target audience. So you have to know who is your target audience. So now I know how do I market to them. On the flip side, Walmart. Walmart is all about affordability. Walmart is all about convenience. Walmart is all about, you're going to get the biggest bang for your buck. Now, when you walk into Walmart, depending on what Walmart you're going to, there may be a fight. The people working at Walmart, they are not there to help you. If you ask them where something is, they're going to point and tell you an aisle. They're not about to walk you to the aisle. It's a whole different vibe at Walmart. I happen to be a Walmart girl. I love Walmart. So when Walmart does their ads, they're going to be doing ads based on affordability. Does it make sense for Walmart to go spend $1 million ad and only put their ads in country club newsletters, in yacht and polo newsletters, and to go across to Dubai and have a billboard on every corner? No, because that the 9 out of 10 times the person who's living in Dubai, a person who's at a country club, a member of a yacht or a polo club, they're not shopping at Walmart. That doesn't mean that some of them may not roll into Walmart, but that's not Walmart's target audience. So when you are selling a product or a service, who is your target audience? What's their age range? What is their socioeconomic background? What are kind of the things that they like? What are their interests? You want to know who your person or persons are so you know how to market to them. The Chanel customer is not looking for a sale. I don't care. Well, first of all, Chanel doesn't even go on sale. Chanel's prices increase every single year. So Chanel having a buy one, get one free sale, a friends and family sale, all that is turning Chanel's client off. I'm not coming to you for the cheapness. I'm coming to you for the product and the quality and the exclusivity. So a lot of times you guys may have a high ticket item, but you're always running a sale. If you are high end, if you're high ticket, a sale is not going to attract your customer. They're not waiting to purchase the price for you to make it cheaper. They're waiting to purchase because they may not have yet been sold yet, but it's not the price that's stopping them. A lot of times we want to just run a sale. I'm going to do a buy one, get one free, 20% off. Now, you can have a sale as a marketing tactic if that's what you really want your price to be. But just because you put something on sale, it doesn't mean that someone's going to buy it, okay? So how do we get someone to buy our stuff? Number one, We got to know who our target audience is. Number 2, we now have to make the product or the service desirable for that person. I'm going to have someone make, can y'all drop, I like to do like real life examples. So if you got a business, type in the comments what your business is, and then I can look at it and I can kind of, give some examples as to how we should market our business. Now, first, you want to make sure that your bio picture is nice and clean. Okay, makeup artist, home health care. Who's this home care? Brandy 2012. Home health care for who? We're doing just elderly people. I mean, tell me who your demographic is. Oil and brakes for women. Who we got? Life insurance. Hairstylist. Both elderly and disabled. Thank you. What else we got? Healthcare, life insurance, event planning, realtor. Okay. So the first thing you want to have is in the picture. It either needs to be your business logo, or if you are the face of the business, it could be your face. But it needs to be a nice headshot, right? Not the picture of you in the club, not a selfie. It needs to be a nice and clean headshot, or your logo. But your logo needs to be clean, okay? When I say clean, it needs to pop. Marketing, besides your business structure, marketing is going to literally be the next biggest thing that the most important thing for your business. That's how you're going to get these clients in. Your money needs to be in your marketing. It doesn't need to be, stocking up on inventory. If I stock up on all my inventory and no one's buying anything, I'm just twiddling my thumbs. Marketing. Okay, if you think about big brands, that Shein, baby, Shein's gonna have an ad on everything. Fashion Nova is everywhere. When you think of these big brands, you think of they are very creative in their marketing. Okay, so your logo is very important. If we're on a budget, I understand, but if you could just not get your nails and lashes done for a month. If you could just not take no girls out on a date for a month, take that money and go get you a real logo. Not, on Fiverr. I'm not knocking Fiverr, but you want to be able to invest in a graphic designer. A good graphic designer, you can get you a good logo between $150 and $250, but the logo has to pop. Like when they see the logo, it's just, I wish I had another phone so I could show y'all some logos. Let me see if I can charge my... Oh, I got another phone over here. Hold on. Let me charge this phone. Your logo has to pop. It has to be the bomb. That's what everyone's going to be seeing. That's what's going to be on your website. That's what will be on your packaging. That's what's going to be on any kind of clothing you wear. Your logo needs to pop. After we have our logo in our bio, we need to have in that caption, you have 4 lines to say who you are, what you sell or do, what is so great about you, or what is your unique selling point, okay? The bio needs to have an emoji in one line. You want to make it easy for a person to read it quickly and see what you got going on, okay? Some people have a sentence, but I just feel like people don't like to read. So make it as short and sweet and condensed as possible. So an emoji and a line. Emoji and a line. Emoji and a line, okay? So for personal stuff, I have a makeup artist and I have a hairstylist, okay? Number one, you need to understand that you are your brand, okay? People are going to buy from you because they like you. They trust you. So you need to put your best foot forward at all times. Now, I used to have a hair salon. I had the first, I invented the first $50 sew-in and brought it to Houston, okay? I had 10 locations between Texas and Louisiana. Now, one thing about the beauty industry, for some reason, the beauty professionals don't want to be beautiful. Hairstylists gonna come in with them hats on their head, clothes looking like whatever, and they just rolling in like what? So my stylist, you had to wear 5 pieces of makeup. You had to have fashion-forward clothes. Why? You are representing your brand. So my makeup artist, hairstylist, number one, you need to be at work looking like money every single day. I don't want to hear nothing about it. Well, it's late. I got these kids. Do you want to make this money or not? Okay, you need to have makeup on and your hair needs to be laid. Why? You are representing your brand. Forget just being at work. When you are walking around at Walmart, when you are walking around at your kid's school, when you go into the mall, someone needs to be stopping you and giving you a compliment. For everyone who's on this live, you need to look like something. Everywhere you go, you can market your business. As an attorney, I would get stopped all the time. Everyone swore I was a hairstylist because I have short hair. Oh my God, you're a hairstylist? No, I'm not. But here's my card. If you ever need an attorney or know someone that needs an attorney, here you go. I'm passing out my card now. All my little young millennials, a business card. Back in the olden days with the horses, we used to have a business card. When I was an attorney, Facebook was just invented. Instagram wasn't even around. Okay, that's how old Auntie is. So you would pass out something called a business card. It'll have your name, your number on it, your email, and your website. Okay? Everywhere you go, you're looking to talk to someone. Why? You have a product or a service to sell. If you are running to Walmart or Target and you got a hat on your head and no makeup and a wrinkled shirt that got a coffee stain and some sweats that are 2 sizes too big and some flip-flops and you haven't had a pedicure and that heel is crusty, baby, nobody is talking to you. Well, why I need someone to talk to you? Well, baby, aren't you selling something? So how do you think people are going to know about your business? Everywhere you go, see, as a business owner, everywhere you go, you're looking at how can I turn one person here to a customer? Just one. So if in my day I go and get gas, I go to Walmart, I go to pick up my son from school, we're going to go to Chick-fil-A and get a snack, and then I'm going to go to the basketball gym for his basketball. That's 6 points of contact that I can make to go talk to somebody about my business. Now, see, if you're on here saying, I want to be a business owner, but I don't want to be in front of the camera and I don't want to sell. And I just need someone else to do that for me. Then you need to go dissolve your LLC and just go throw your inventory down the trash because you don't want to be in business. Okay. You're not going to have a business and not speak about your business, not be on the camera, not network and sell anything. It's not going to happen. I can lie over here, buy my e-course, you can get my course, and you can get a website and do all this drop shipping. That's not how it's going to work. You have to go sell your business everywhere you go. Okay, so Everywhere you go is a point of contact. You're looking for conversation. When you're checking out, you're going to give the clerk some kind of compliment. Girl, cute nails. Where you get your nails done? Girl, cute haircut. Who cut your hair? Girl, cute. Everyone loves a compliment. A compliment is so disarming, okay? Give them a compliment. You're just trying to spark conversation. I'm not saying, girl, nice hair, come get your hair done from me. You're trying to spark conversation. Act like you're dating your client. Okay, when you meet a nice young man, he tells you you're pretty, and then the next thing he says, "Can I get your number?" You're gonna be like, "Ah." But if he tells you you're pretty and where you from, you start having some conversation. Now you kind of like him. Like, okay, all right. And then after he done talk to you and boom, 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 and then he asks you a number, you're gonna give him your number because you guys have like a little vibe, right? So same thing with the person. You are just trying to give a compliment. How was your day? How are you doing? Boom, boom, boom. We're trying to spark conversation. If you're checking out, the person in the line, you in the aisle looking at something, we're always pleasant. Hey, how you doing? I'm looking for someone to talk to me. This is how I'm going to sell. Okay. So the second someone's talking to you, if it's industry related. So if I'm doing my hair and makeup artist, I'm looking like money. My face is beat if I'm makeup, and my hair is laid if I'm a hairstylist. Okay, not no bonnet, not no hat, not no scarf, because you represent your brand. Now, if you're selling a service, we can just, as we have our conversation checking out, oh, hey, by the way, I do boom, boom, boom. Here's my card. Or if you have a conversation with someone in the aisle, oh, well, I also do this. I would love for you to try my service. I would love to give you a free service or give you here. Follow my page and DM me or give me your Instagram. I'm going to DM you a coupon code in case you or anyone you know likes earrings and to get them earrings. You got to go talk to people to get them to go to your website. Now, if I'm going 6 places a day, if I talk to 6 different people and out of them 6 people, only one person goes to my page, out of 30 days, that's 30 different people. If I get 30 people to go to my page and buy a $50 product, that's $1,500. I didn't do no Instagram ad. I didn't pay no influencer. I didn't do no one. I just was out and about, looking like money, looking to talk to people. Hey, how you doing? What's going on with the weather? Who won the Super Bowl? Did you see Usher? Oh my gosh, Trump got paid this fine. Act like you mad. If you in a blue state, you happy that he paying the fine. If you in a red state, you mad. You mad, right? You gotta go to demographics, and you're looking to get a person to your site. That's your job as the owner. Get a person to your site. So if I go 6 places a day, I get one person a day just to go to my site and buy. Just one. Either they're going to go to the site to buy, or they're going to tell their friend, sister, cousin, mom, hey, mom, you need this. And they go and buy a $50 product. That's $1,500 you done made just you walking about. Now imagine if them same 30 people told one other person. Now we got 60 people going to your site and they buy a $50 product. That's 9. That can't be right. We can't be making that much money. If each person told another, that's 60 people times $50. That's $3,000 you done made just doing nothing but what you normally do, talking about your business. That's $3,000. That's just one person a day that you made a point of contact and going to your 6 places, placing a $50 purchase. Now let's just say they gonna spend $100, right? That's gonna be $3,000 for the month in you just walking around. Now here's how it spreads. This is how I used to train my stylists. So your goal is to have every person that touches your website, goes to your service, experiences your brand. You want them to be your personal spokesperson. So if it's a service, you want to wow them with your service. If it's a product, you want to wow them either with how good the product is, how great your packaging is, And you want to make that one client your spokesperson. Why? Because there is a concept called the power of one. See, a lot of times people think I gotta sell a $10,000 product to make $1 million. No, you don't. If y'all ever watch a Shark Tank, the biggest producing product is the man that invented the Scrub Daddy, which is going to be a kitchen scrubber. He done sold 1 billion of those things, and he is the biggest income producer on Shark Tank. How we get to 7 or 8 figures is nothing but scaling, and which means volume. Meaning, if you can get one person to spend $10, that's $10. Now all you gotta do is get 10 people to spend $10. Now that's $100. Now if you get the same people to buy, and it's just duplicating whatever you did, whatever worked. Okay, so here is our one client. It's gonna be the one client. We was at the gas station, and I'm a hairstylist, makeup artist, and I gave the cashier a compliment on her hair, and she was like, "Ooh, girl, it's time for a haircut." Or, "Girl, these bundles is old," and boom. "Oh, really? Well, I happen to be a hairstylist. I would love, to treat you to a free style. I would love to give you half off my service. Here's my card, or here's my Instagram page. DM me. I'm gonna give you half off because I got you, girl, right?" All we're gonna do is double our price, what it really is, and give her half off. She paying the regular price, okay? Or you can really give her a discount. I don't know what your finances do. But when she comes in, our goal is to wow her. She's going to love the service. She's going to love how she was. Or she's going to love the product. And your job is to make her your spokesperson. So when she leaves, she going to get on the telephone, and she gonna bring you 10 more people. "Girl, I just got my hair laid by so-and-so. Do you know that she took the same day appointment and she was so good? Boom, 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 boom. Friend, you got to go try it. Boom, 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 boom. Mama, you got to go." But see, you have to wow them. Okay, it's the power of one. So if that one client can go bring you 10 people, the next day she in Walmart, she running errands, and someone stops her. "Oh my gosh, your hair is so good." Girl, because you wowed her, she's actually going to pull her phone out of her purse as she's busy, as she's cussing out these badass kids running around the aisle. "Girl, here's her Instagram page. You have to go to her. She took my same day appointment. She gave me a discount, and she is so nice. Her salon, no. She going to give you 10 people. When them 10 people go to you, you're going to do the same thing, and it's the power of one. See, we look at one client as it's just one client. When you make that one client your spokesperson, when you make that one client do all your marketing for you, they getting on the phone. They texting their friend. Have you ever left a restaurant? It was so good, you had to pick up the phone and be like, "Yo, you have to go, boom, boom, boom." Have you ever left a movie and was just wow? When I left The Wolf of Wall Street, I'm on my phone. Every entrepreneur I knew, "Friend, you have to go see The Wolf of Wall Street." Boom. "Friend, you have to go." Oh my God. I called at least 20 people. I saw The Wolf of Wall Street literally 10 times in the theater. They got my money 10 times in the theater. It was just so good. It had so many points. That's how you have to make your client feel about you. So my first industry was makeup artists and hairstylists. Number 1, you have to look like money. Number 2, content sales. Your content's in your chair all day, every day. So when you're doing hair, you're doing a video of the hair. You're showing the before, the in between, and the after. If you want to make sure that your client gives you a nice little, get the video smiling. I don't know if they're going to let you do it for free. If you have to give her $10 off her next service, we need that after picture. Why? Because someone's going to like her hairstyle. Our job is to have as many people on our page with a nice hairstyle, so when someone goes to your page, they can see all the different looks that you're doing. right? You need to be on the page. So when you're videoing, when you have that tripod, all it is going to be an iPhone and a tripod. So when you have your tripod hooked up and you're showing the process and it catches you in it, you looking like something. Your face is not bare. Or if you're having a bad hair day and you got a hat on, just give me some earrings and a lip. It at least looks like you got you like a little baby beat. Just keep a lipstick and some earrings at your station, right? And at least give me a hat, either a black hat that has your logo on it, or give me a cute bedazzle hat. Give me something, right? And you can that could just be your at the station. When you come in and you having a bad hair day, you just put your little, uniform on, and now we're ready to go. Content is king, right? So what products should someone be using? Or do you do shampoo? Nowadays, stylists don't do, I don't get it. We don't do shampoos. I don't do this. I don't do that. I don't get it. But makeup artists and hairstylists, you got to look like something. Makeup artists, you got to be showing, you have to be showing your products, showing what you're doing. If you are a affordable makeup artist, meaning your price point is very affordable, your products don't matter. Same with the hairstylist. If you calling yourself affordable, then we can kind of throw in a Pantene with some professional product. If you're an affordable makeup artist, Elf, a little NYX here and there isn't going to kill you. If you trying to charge $100 or $150, I don't want to see Elf. I'm not paying $150 to see NYX. I'm not paying $150 to see anything that's on that cheap side of Ulta. For $150, I better be seeing a Charlotte Tilbury, a NARS, an Anastasia, a Huda Beauty, a Fenty. You charge me $150. If I go to Chanel, I'm not about to get no Equate or Great Value water. I'm about to be offered sparkling water, wine, Diet Coke, right? Now, if I go to Shein, they're not even offering me anything. I'm not even expecting anything because of the price point. So your price point determines what you can have in your kit. If you're a stylist that's, charging $100 for a cut and $200 for a sew-in, well, baby, the only thing out there, beauty supply, you better have is some got-to-be glue, only because that's what's there, but them products better be on point. You better be on point. I had a hairstylist who charged $150 for a dry haircut, and I actually referred a friend to her. She was like, "Friend, how come you didn't tell me it was just $150 for the cut? I had to pay an extra $50 for the style." But when you walk in, she's in a prime location. When you pull up to the salon, you already know, oh baby, this is gonna be every bit of $200. When you walk in, she's gonna be decked out to the nine. So I'm already giving you full price. So the issue with some of these pricing is you want to charge $300, but you at your house. I'm not knocking you from being at your house. If you at your house, have me a nice salon area at your house. But you got kids running around, you having me hold equipment. Now it's too bootleg. My lash girl, Dallas Lashes. That's my lash girl when I go to Dallas. Baby, she's in her house. She got her logo on the wall. Her room is clean. She didn't upgrade now. Now she has an extra room that's just now her suite. When I went to her house the first time, it was in her room. Baby, room was immaculate. Put on a speaker, had some music, but her service was the bomb. If your service is the bomb, people will overlook stuff. You ever went to a soul food restaurant and the food's off the chain, but your car may be broken into, so you can't park too long? When you walk in, you know that they did not pass near your health inspections. You kind of just don't even look at that inspection that says a C or a D. They're not going to have no hair nets on. It's just so many violations up in there, but the food is off the chain. If your product or service is off the chain, all that extra stuff, people ain't worried about. Okay, so makeup artists got to have a logo. You have to be able to do a beat. we want to see the before and after, okay? I want to see what products you're using, and you need to be looking like something in the camera. How are you marketing yourself? Are you a glam bee? Are you a natural bee? You got to showcase what you're doing, but everything, content is everything. You could be doing your own makeup, right? So here, doing your own makeup, showing people how to do the concealer, showing how to do the contour. What are your top 3 products? The more of an expert that you seem to be, the more people are going to follow you. Remember, business is like, it's going to be a relationship. We're not going to have a one-night stand, meaning I'm not going to go to your page today and buy. But if you keep giving me content to keep coming back to your page, I'm going to start following it, forwarding it to my friends. I'm going to then be going to your page, but I'm looking for different tips and tricks. And then after I've been dating you for a while, after you've been giving me some content, after you've been kind of doing some things, you know what? Let me go ahead and book. I done paid $300 to go FaceTime a makeup artist. I'm like, I just can't get this under eye concealer light enough. And she every day she doing her makeup. I subscribed to her page, but she wasn't giving me what I, girl, can you FaceTime me? Cause she in Vegas. Can I just FaceTime you? What is your fee? What is your fee if I want you just to show? I just need to show me how we do this beat for the under eye and the contour, because I just can't get my under eye right. I want to know what color to use, and she's trying to tell me all these fees. What's going to be, baby, girl? I don't care. She had a same day appointment fee, and she had an after 5 p.m. fee. Girl, I don't care what I'm the client. I'm not. Price is not the issue. I'm not looking for cheap. Girl, just send me a cash app request of what it is. I'm going to be on at 10 o'clock. I'm 30 minutes late. I'm on a webinar. I know you don't think I'm coming. If I got to send you a late fee, I ain't tripping, but I am coming. Because I know I'm now wasting this girl's time, right? And I paid $300 off in fees. I paid $300, and we did our makeup together. But I had to go on her page multiple times. I like what she was doing. Her face was beat, and the products she was using, she not showing else, right? She doing some real products, so I was good. So makeup artists and hairstylists, you got to have content. You got to be giving tips. You have to be looking like something, and everywhere we're going, you need to be dressed to the nine. Now we have oil and break for women. That's so cute. That is so cute. So if you are doing, and I guess we are an automotive company, so you're going to be trying to network to a certain location because whoever's going to be in your radius. So oil and brakes for women, your content is just talking about why someone needs to come in. Women, we don't know nothing about no cars. We can care less. Baby, I go get an oil change when my oil says 1%. Like, ooh, Jesus, if you can just get these fumes in here, because the girls don't like having, to have to maintain their car, right? So you want to be giving, your target audience is going to be women. Women don't know why we got to get an oil change or why we need this. Like, we only go and get our car fixed when it breaks down. That's just what it is. So informing women, number one, of how often they should get an oil change, why they should be getting an oil change, what problems does, keeping an oil change stop from happening, or, how you can catch a problem sooner. Every 30,000 miles, what else should someone be getting besides an oil change? So my girl who said she was an oil and break for women, your business should be women friendly. You should have something pink in the logo. And I would also sell, I don't know if you have women working there or if it's men, but your whole thing should be whatever you come in, that's all you paying for. Because another issue that women have is we go for an oil change and then you come in talking about the transmission, the timing belt, the this and that. I don't know half the stuff that you are saying, but I feel like sometimes you're trying to pump me because I'm a woman to have to pay more money. So I would say whatever you come in, like I would have a slogan like whatever you come in, that's just what we're doing. Well, maybe you will give a free analysis and you can leave that with us, but all that upselling, like women don't like all that. If I come for oil change, come for oil change. So you can give me a handout and tell me what else is needed, and on your next visit, think about it. But you need to be informing women of why they need to come in and get the breaks done, why we need to come in and do these things. I would have a super friendly, like super women friendly. You could even have, I would try to partner with like some kind of massage company. So maybe you like on Tuesday, like on a slow day, offer like a free massage while someone waits, or a discounted massage while you wait to get your oil change. I would make, if you have a Trader Joe's in your area, they have a $2 wine. I would sell that. I would sell that for my salon, because you can get a whole bottle for $2 and it's good. So I would offer like, some wine. Make it like it's almost like a spa. So it's not going to be dirty, or not as dirty as possible. Make it be like where it's something that a woman would want to come to, right? So I can get either a massage, or you can even just have the service there, and they pay for it, right? You want to get a cute little manicure while you're waiting. I mean, maybe a lash girl. I don't know how long an oil change would be, but try to find things that a woman would like to do while she waits that's not going to be typical to like going to a regular oil change. There's going to be a whole bunch of men. It's greasy, it's smelly, and then you're always trying to upsell me on something. Have maybe like some cute little cookies. Kind of think of different things to have people come. But you got to first educate women on why they need to come, how often that they need to come, and then let them know why they may need other services. But I would be big on, don't get it today. I'm just telling you why you need this. And then here's a pamphlet, or check out this YouTube video to understand why. And maybe I would actually go out there and like maybe give them a 5-minute tutorial on why they need a timing belt. But you got to talk small. Like, this thing right here is the timing belt. And the importance of a timing belt is for boom, 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 boom. So your car has this many miles. So in about 10 more thousand miles, this timing belt is about to go out. If we catch the timing belt beforehand, you're only looking at $1,000 job. But if the timing belt goes out and then it damages X, Y, and Z, you're now looking at a $3,000 job. So it's super important that you get here, boom, boom, boom. I would get everyone's phone number and then send them like a reminder, like, hey girl. Always call them like girlfriend, doll, like something real cute. Hey sis, or hey queen. This is your, friendly reminder, make sure that you check your mileage for your oil change. Like, you got to kind of help the woman understand why she needs to look at this thing, because we aren't looking at any of that, right? And get them to come in. So that's what I would do for oil and break. And then on my page, I'm just kind of giving a whole bunch of, tips and tricks. So what's coming up for a holiday? Spring break's coming up, right? So a lot of people will be taking road trips. So if you're taking a road trip, like, what are three things that you should have in your car? I just saw an ad on Instagram about, they have like a portable tire charger, like this big, where you can just, if your tire's flat, it'll automatically, pump your tire up, so you don't have to wait for AAA to come get it. And because I'm a single woman, I'm always trying to have like a jumper cables in my car. I wouldn't bother. Why? I don't want to have to wait, 3 hours for AAA to come on the side of the road. So different little tips and tricks about safety. Everything's about safety, right? So if you're going on a road trip, make sure you have this, and this. You can probably see if you can maybe become an affiliate with any of these car products, and if you refer them and you can give the person out the links, and you will kind of get a percentage of that sale. But everything needs to be woman related, right? So if you're going on a trip for safety, you need to every woman needs to have jumper cables and a portable inflatable tire thing, and maybe, I don't know, a gas, I don't know. What else, whatever you would say a woman needs, because a woman being stranded is going to be different than a man. So I would hit the pain points. The pain points are going to be safety. You don't want to get raped. You don't want to get robbed. You don't want to be on the side of the road by yourself. So have as many things that you need in your car to not have to depend on someone waiting to come get you. So that's what I would do for the oil and brake. But for everything that we're doing, besides the content that we're doing, we are selling the problem. You are the solution. Sell the problem. You are the solution. So makeup artists and hairstylists, makeup artists, if you are a natural glam beat, are you tired of looking like a drag queen whenever you go get your makeup done? I specialize in natural beats. Or do you want to be beat to the gods and look like a drag queen? Baby, I'm going to give you that contour that's going to snatch you up. Hairstylist, sell the problem. Are your curls not lasting? Are you tired of your, sew-ins, coming up? What is the problem that the person's having? You are the solution. The oil and brake people, are you tired of going in for a $19.99 oil change and being hit with a $1,000 bill? Well, here at Blase Blonde, we do not oversell you on anything that's not needed. Always sell the problem. You are the solution. If you're on my page, you have come because I'm talking about some problem that you never thought that you had. What do you mean I can get funding for my business without being based on my credit? What do you mean I need an LLC? What do you mean I don't need to have operated LLC with assets? I'm telling you all the problems. I'm the solution. That's how you sell anything. The problem, you're putting the problem out there. I'm the solution. Okay. My home health care people, you do elderly and disabled. What are 5 reasons or 5 issues that deal with home health care for the elderly or disabled? Number 1, they being abused. How many people have been arrested, for beating up an elderly person, right? Either they're being abused physically or they're being abused financially. How many home health care people are, stealing checks, making people who are not like in their right mind sign over things in their will? So your target audience, if you're doing home health care for disabled or elderly, it's not really the elderly or the disabled. It's really going to be the person who is making that decision. So 9 out of 10 times, it's going to be their daughter, their son, their spouse. It's going to be the person who's caring for them, and they understand now that their mom, their dad, their sister, their brother, their wife, their husband, they just need some more care. What are going to be the biggest issues or the biggest concerns that people have with putting their loved one in home health care? I mean, having someone have to come in and take care of their loved one. They want to make sure that they're being, and this would kind of be the same for home health care, and I would say a daycare. Like, number 1, are you going to be loving and kind? Number 2, are you really going to be working? Or are you going to be sitting, having my mama sit in piss all day while you watching, the soaps or reality TV? Are you really like making some good food, and is my person really being able to eat? Or are you just throwing some stuff together because you didn't really come to work today to work? You're just trying to, get these hours in, whatever. They're going to be fearful of hurting them. Are you going to beat them? Are you going to take your anger out on them? Are you going to steal from them, rob from them? So these are going to be all of the pain points. There is, it's not a home care. There is, it's a facility. I think it's called A Place for Mom. But their whole advertisement is we treat your parent like they're our mom. So you want to talk about what kind of background check or what kind of training you put all of your employees through. You want to talk about how either you have insurance or you're bonded to make sure that there are no financial mishaps. You want to talk about how your employees are not even allowed to discuss finances or do anything dealing with finances with the client. Sometimes the client may say, hey, can you help me mail this check or write this check? But you want to let them know that they can't even talk about nothing with money. They can't be around a check. They can't pay a bill. We don't do any of that, right? Where are the pain points? Do you know that in 2023, 15% of people who had home health care workers in their house were beaten? Do you know that 12% in 2023 of people who had home health care workers came in, the patients were malnutritioned? Here at Joyce Home Health Care, we go above and beyond. We are putting an end to abuse. We are putting an end to mismanagement of funds. As a home health care owner of blah, 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 and, I decided to get into this business because, I had to put my mom in a home health care and boom, 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 boom. Or I decided to get in this business because, I was in the industry and I saw how people just don't care. They just leave the elderly alone to sit in their urine, to eat nasty food, and they get yelled at. And I just said, I'm not going to stand for it anymore. So here at Joyce Home Health Care, you have the Joyce stamp of approval. My employees go through a 10-point background check. I have an extended certification program that teaches them how to do A, B, C, D, and E, so that your loved one's going to be cared for. It's going to always be clean. It's going to be in a positive, healthy environment. It's going to have great home cooked food. We're going to read stories. My employees are not going to be on their phone. They're not going to be watching TV because the concern is they're going to sit there being on their phone. So whatever are the pain points, hit them in the head with the pain points. They should have no questions because all your marketing is about everything that's not going to happen or how you're going to overcome X, Y, and Z. So my home health care girl, you got to be above and beyond. And once you're above and beyond, the price point doesn't matter. I don't mind paying a premium because you're guaranteeing me that your employees have a whole new standard of what they have to do in home health care. So I'm not asking about the price point. I'm asking when can you start because I want to make sure that mom is taken care of. I want to make sure that dad is taken care of. I would even have I don't know if HIPAA can allow it, but I know when I have a dog sitter for Rexy. So when I go to town, Rexy has to go to his dog sitter, right? And it's a lady. I didn't want Rexy going to like a boarding place because he's a little small dog, and he be thinking he big. He be barking. I'm like, Rexy, baby, you about to get towed up with these big dogs. Can you sit down? So he goes to this lady's house that I found on this app called, what's the app called? Rover. If you need a dog sitter, check out Rover, right? Baby, all day, all night, she's sending me videos of Rexy playing, Rexy eating, like it's a real child, right? So you could have, I don't know if HIPAA allows it, but if you can, have them be able to send videos to whoever is paying of the patient all throughout the day. Hey, mom. Hey, say good morning, mom. And they're on the company phone, they're taking videos and they're sending the videos all throughout the day showing what mom's doing. Mom is reading a book. Mom is watching her favorite show. Mom is curling her hair. Mom is eating lunch, and you're able to see what was cooked for lunch. So that way, that gives whoever is paying, because that's who your real client is, that's giving them the satisfaction of knowing that mom is in good hands. So whatever you can do to make the client feel like what I'm definitely afraid of won't happen, you have to do all that through sitting in front of a camera with a light and a tripod talking about what is so different about Joyce Home Health Care. So you have to come up in front of the camera. So that would be my home health care. We do the oil and braids, we do the makeup artist, hairstylist, a realtor. Okay, realtor, you have to have a niche, right? The riches is in the niches. What kind of realtor are you? So are you the first time home buyer? Are you the person for townhomes and penthouses? Are you the person for $500,000 home and below? Are you a person for $500,000 to $1 million? Are you a person from $1 million plus? What are you? Now, most new realtors are going to say, hey, I want to be, a luxury realtor. No one who's selling $1 million home is going to put that home in a new realtor. Why? Depending on how big the home is, I need someone that can move this big boy. Okay. When I was selling my home, it's easier to sell a smaller home than it is a big home, right? My home got 5 ACs. Nobody wants that headache or that liability, right? I was on, I think, 10 acres, right? That's a big lawn care bill, right? So I had to find a really special person that wanted all of these, and we got a lake in the front, right, with a waterfall. All that is expenses, right? So you want to make sure that wherever you are, first-time home buyer, 86 luxury. Okay, so first-time home buyer, what are the problems or what are the misconceptions of being able to buy a home? So if you're a first-time home buyer, your whole entire website, social media needs to be on education. You should have an ebook that you're selling. That'd be another lane of income. The ebook would be the top 10 things that you need to do to get ready to buy a home. And you're going to do an ebook, and that could be for anyone buying a home. Like, how do you get ready for a home, or get financed approved in less than 12 months by following these 10 steps. So when someone's trying to buy a home, a lot of times people qualify for a home, but they don't know that they qualify, right? So how much income does someone need to make? What does their credit score have to be? Are there special lenders that will work with a lower credit score? Some people think if I don't have a 710, I can't get a home. Some people think I got to have a whole bunch of money to put down, right? So explaining to them what they need, how, if they don't have those things, what resources do you have? Hey, if your credit score is below a 680, I can help you get your credit score up. Results may vary, but I have a credit program that's going to help you get your credit together. So you need to go and partner with a credit repair person if you don't know how to do it, and you need to go partner with someone, whatever the person needs to get their credit together. You need to have those resources, right? How much down payment do they need to have? How is someone going to save for a down payment? So another ebook I would have is how to save for your down payment in less than 6 months. And that's just going to basically be a book on a budget, right? So before you buy a home, there's no need to finance a car. There's no need to have a lot of credit card debt. You're trying to tell them what not to do. A lot of people don't know. And so, let me go ahead and get this car. I'm going to get this house. Baby, you're not about to get this house if you get this car, because your income can't handle it, or they don't want to see it. But you have to educate your clients on what they're supposed to do. So you can have a budget ebook, have a top 10 things they need to do to get home buyer ready. But you are just spreading knowledge on how easy it is to get a home. What are some first home buyer credits that they have? What lenders are having special rates for first time home buyers? Why is it better to own a home than to rent? How much money can you save by, getting into a house versus, paying for this rent? You want to be known as the expert in getting someone from the apartment or out their mama's house to their own house. What tax benefits do you get from having a home? How easy is it to get a home? That's what we're selling on our Instagram page. So once again, you got to look like money, and you're on your page content of how easy it is to get a home. Now, clearly, if it's a first time home buyer, you're going to be in a price range for the homes that you're selling. So when you show the homes, even when you are posting a video walkthrough of the home, your caption needs to always be, I can help you get home ready approved. I have a six-step blueprint that helps any buyer get ready to buy a home. Of course, with a disclaimer, results may vary, right? Because depending on where that person is, depending on where that person is credit and finance wise, you may be able to get them ready, but not for as much of a house that they may want. Okay. So why is it better to buy a smaller house before getting their big dream home? All those things are going to want to be things that you want to share so that you can kind of explain to a person what they need to get financed, how easy it is. You're always sharing tips, and every time you come on, you are looking like money. Okay, we're in a blouse and a skirt, we're in a blouse and some slacks, we're in a suit, or we're in something branded, a polo with our brand on it, a hat with our brand on it. You are a walking brand, okay? I am doing a free masterclass on Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, going over marketing tips like this, going over how to properly structure your business, going over how to get business grants to fund your business that's not based on credit, and what contracts you need to protect yourself. If you're on my Instagram page, just comment bank in the comments and a link will be sent to you. If you're on my TikTok page, just click the first link in my bio and you can register for that class. So that was from our realtor. Life insurance. Nobody wants life insurance. Boring. So you have to make life insurance fun. You have to explain why someone needs life insurance. You have to explain the difference between a term policy and a whole life policy. You want to be able to market to people who need life insurance. Well, you're going to say everyone needs life insurance. Okay. But what is your target audience? Are you looking at professionals? Are you looking at moms, dads? But you need to be explaining how cost effective life insurance is, right? So if you get a term policy is going to be cheap. You can probably spend less than $50 a month and get a term policy. But when people think of life insurance, they think I got to pay $200-$300 a month. Now, if anyone has kids, they need to have a life insurance policy. Why? If something were to happen to them, who is going to take care of their kid? If something happens to them, well, then the income is now gone. So yes, maybe mom or grandma can take over the kids, but who gonna pay for the child? Who gonna pay for all these extracurricular activities? Who's gonna pay for college? So here you have to hit the pain points for a parent that has kids. Here's the pain point. If something happened to you financially, who is going to be responsible for raising your child? Do you want your child to have a life that is less than what you would have been able to provide for them? Life insurance is going to pay the beneficiary out a lump sum of money so that the child can have money for clothes, private school, and college. For less than $30 a month, you can ensure that your child will have $1 million policy, a $500,000 policy, all the money that it needs. Hit the pain points. Yes, I have somewhere for my child to go, but wherever that child's going, 9 out of 10 times, that person's earning capacity is going to be less than the parent's. And no parent wants to have their child deal with a loss of a parent, and then now they can't do their Chick-fil-A. Now they can't have their little toys or Amazon deliveries. Now they can't be doing their Uber Eats. Now they can't be going to college. Like every parent wants their child to have the best life. So if I'm doing life insurance, life insurance is boring. So you're going to have to come up with a nice, fun way of getting someone's attention. You need to be just knocking them in the head with the pain points. If you die today, does your child have his college money? No. If you die today, can the person who would take over your child, will they be able to fund all your child's curricular activities, field trips, summer camps until the child is grown. Do you know that for less than $40 a month, less than what a dinner will be out, you can ensure that your child, if something were to happen to you, would have $500,000 to make sure it can get through private school, high school, boom, boom, boom. Do you know how easy it is to get? You want to talk about the pain point. So a parent's pain point is going to be them kids. The husband's pain point going to be that wife. 9 out of 10 times, the husband's going to be the provider. Okay, his number one concern, if he's a good husband, is making sure if something happens to him, his wife and kids. See, it's going to be more than just a single parent. It's going to be that kid, that husband. Hold on. A real husband got all the monkeys around his neck, right? Because he got to take care of all them bills. He got to take care of that wife. He got to take care of them kids. He has all the responsibility around his neck, right? So how you knock that husband out is, if you were to die today, are your wife and kids taken care of? If you were to die today, can your wife and kids still stay in the family home? Still be able to go to the same school? Still be able to keep their same friends? Still be able to go to their same summer camps? Still be able to go to the colleges that we have planned for them to go to? Or if you died today, would your wife have to move in with her mom? Would the kids have to leave private school and now go to public school in a whole new neighborhood? Is college now out of the picture? Do you know that in 2023, 25% of men, of parents who died, their kids' lifestyle changed in less than 3 months? Do you want to make sure that if something happened to you, your wife is not going to have to grieve over you and then now have to worry about the finances? That's what the husband's concern is. Is this wife going to be okay? Most women can't handle financial pressure. Oh my God, my husband's dead. I gotta pay these bills. What bills? And the kids have this. And what's going on? Because most wives aren't used to having to deal with that monkey on their neck. Because they can always defer their problems to their husband. When he's gone, who has the wife? So you're hitting the husband where it hurts. You don't want your wife to have to be having to mourn the loss and then now lose her whole lifestyle. Now, granted, she may have to come out of Gucci. She may have to go from Gucci to Coach. She may have to come out of Gucci, but can she stay in the house? Can the kids stay in the school? Can they stay in their extracurricular activities? Can they stay with the college plan? That's why we need a term life insurance. Sell term, because everybody can afford term. For your higher net worth clients, you hit them with a whole life policy. But on what's going to make it appealing is for $100 a month, I can get $1 million policy? What? Because life insurance sounds expensive. Your job is to make sure that everyone has a term life insurance policy. If you're working at McDonald's for $20 a month, you want to be able to sell to everybody. Then when you get them with the $20 a month, $50 a month, baby, why the fake page just joined this live? I can't take my little fake page. The fake page, baby, you can't be the fake page joining the real page. Like, they are just so bold. But you wanna sell the term policy. You're hitting the pain points. When they come in for the consultation, when you talk to them, you can show them the benefits of the whole life. But life insurance, people always want to hit them with the whole life. Most people can't afford a whole life policy. Hence why they ain't got life insurance. So you want to hit on how simple and easy and cheap it is for life insurance. What you pay for a haircut for the month can make sure that your wife has $1 million policy. What you pay for in an eating out for one meal can make sure that your wife has a $500,000 policy. What you pay for in blah, blah, blah can ensure that your wife and kids stay in the family home. that's what you sell. When they come in, you can give them the option. Because some term policies, depending on who the underwriter is, they will give you a window that you'll be able to switch it over to a whole life policy. So when you're signing them up, you still want to tell them, hey, this is going to be for 30 years. If you live past 30 years, yay, but the policy is now no longer existent, where if you had a whole life policy, you can borrow from it, blah, blah, blah. But if I don't even have a life insurance policy, 9 out of 10 times, I'm not worried about borrowing money. You want to first get someone in to have the life insurance. And then I don't know if you sell anything else. Do you sell critical care? Do you sell disability? So have like a package, right? But you want to just make sure everyone has life insurance. I will be going to every job, right? Every job, I will be going to all these conferences, any kind of entrepreneur conference, any kind of conference where the business not go like to a small business conference, any industry, but most small businesses aren't going to have a life insurance policy. I don't know if big ones do, if that's encompassed in their health insurance, but you need to be where employees or business owners are. I will be going from conference to conference to conference. At the hairstylist conference, hairstylists need life insurance. At the mechanic conference, mechanics need life insurance. And 9 out of 10 times, you'll be the only life insurance agent there. So you'll be able to have the entire marketplace by having your booth. And you need to have a banner at your booth. I will have one side saying, if you died today, is who gonna pay for this kid? Is your kid's lifestyle going to change? The other banner, if you die today, are your wife and kids taken care of, or are they going to be struggling and penniless and out the house because the main income earner is gone? That's what the husband's biggest fear is, making sure that my wife is taken care of. Now, of course, they're going to be working on a savings plan, and they got this college plan, and they have other ways of trying to get themselves together. But 9 out of 10 people don't have 6 months of savings, right? So when you make it seem so affordable, you can get them with that term policy. But people need, although whole life is better, it'd be better to have a term life than nothing. So a lot of times, life insurance people, you lose the customer when you speak over their head. You can borrow. They ain't got no money saved. So you talking about if you pay into something, you can borrow. Baby, I don't have a savings account. I'm living check to check. Not most 70% of people are check to check. The Taco Bell worker, the doctor, the lawyer, most people are check to check. So when you speak about you can save, you're speaking over their head. Speak about the pain points, and for the cheap amount, I can get your family saved. Your wife won't be having to mourn you and pack up her house. Your kids won't be mourning you, and now college is no longer an option. Now we have to go to trade school. No shade to trade school, but if your family dream was to have them go to college, you don't want your kids to suffer just because you happen to die. So talk to people at their level. If someone's interested in the savings thing, they've already heard about how life insurance is saving from their neighbor or from their cousin. So they're going to already ask those questions. Go in with the simple sell as to how can I get someone protected the cheapest way. Forget your commission, because 100% of zero is still zero, right? But what if you were at a mechanics convention, at a car dealership convention, and you were able to get a regular salesperson who may make $30,000 a month, you got them a term life insurance policy for $50 a month. When he goes to go watch the football game, when he goes to go play pool, when he goes to go watch the basketball game, when he goes to go fishing with his other friends who are in the same income bracket, he's going to say, hey man, do you guys know that I got a life insurance policy for $50 a month? that Brenda and the boys will have $500,000 if I die, and I'm just paying $50 a month. What? $50 a month? I thought life insurance. The guy, here's his number. Call him. So you're going to make a little bit of money, but you're going to have volume. And if someone knew that and I don't know how much a term policy is. I mean, I could just be making up some prices, but because I have whole life, and I know it's more, but I know term is pennies on the dollars, because if you don't die, you don't get to keep any of that money. But how many mechanics? Just think regular people. How many regular people would like to make sure that Brenda and the boys can stay at the house and live their regular life for $50 or $100 a month? Speak the pain points. Don't try to always get that big fish sale. Get a small fish. But if I have a whole pond full of small fish, I'm gonna be eating and eating and eating. And then when their friends join, they're going to tell their friends. When their friends join, and it's going to grow and grow and grow. And that's how you get your book of business. But honey, I'm at every conference, Googling any kind of conference, network marketing conference, salesman conference, masseuse conference, hairstylist conference, dental conference. I'm at every single conference in my area selling my life insurance. Selling everything that goes with it. But you want to first just get them in on the life. Once they become a client every 6 months, now, hey Bob, I know I got you in on the term policy, but what about that disability? If something were to happen to you, want to make sure that Brenda and the boys are secure. So don't try to oversell them. If they have no insurance, just get them a policy. Once they're in bed with you, once they've been paying that payment, once they now feel secure, the next year, then hit them with getting that disability policy. Then hit them with getting that critical care policy. You ain't got to have a one-night stand. You and Bob gonna be in bed together. So just date Bob. Let him get accustomed to paying this note for $50. Now, once you've been accustomed to it, let him know, Bob, no, don't forget, if you were to get, sick or get in a coma, you want to make sure that Brenda boys are taken care of. So for just an extra $20 a month, I could probably get you a boom, 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 boom. Well, now, Bob, you aren't hitting him over the head. He's now been paying that $50 for a year. It's not breaking his back. So for extra $20, if Brenda boys would be, oh, go ahead, sign me up. What's Bob gonna do then? Hey man, I just talked to Joy, and she got me. If I got sick, like if I was in a coma for 6 months, like Brenda and the boys, that I would get my paycheck on something called, I think she said critical care. She said something, but man, here, give Joy a call, because she said if we got sick or injured, that I could still get paid. That's how you grow your business. You sell the problem, but you want to just get in. You want to just get in and then sell whatever are the ancillary products. Once you get them hooked on you and liking you, you can then sell them anything. Once I have a client have a consultation, oh my gosh, you opened my eyes. I never, no. Then I see their name. Now they're buying the grant bundle. Now they're buying this webinar. Now they're buying more because they were sold, right? You want to get in, and then they'll buy everything. If I said, in order to talk to me, you got to buy my grant bundle and this and that, it's just too much, right? So get them in. Okay, and the last thing I wrote down was event planning. So on Sunday, I'm having a free masterclass going over business structure, asset protection, how to market your business, and what contracts you need. If you want to attend my free masterclass and you're on my Instagram page, type in bank in the comment for the link. Or if you're on my TikTok page, click the first link in my bio and you can get the link to join. 7 p.m. Eastern time this Sunday night. Event planning, okay. Event planning. So event planning, it depends on your niche, right? So if you're an event planner, you want to advertise how one, you want to showcase what events you have done so someone can see. I don't know if caliber is the right word. If someone can see your work. I spoke at a conference last March. Baby, this conference was so late. I was like, baby, who was the event planner? And I told her, baby, I need to hire you, but honey, whatever this is, I don't even need this package, because I already know, I already know at this event, this is not in my budget. You know, I'm kind of like, a real frugal person at times. But the event was just the event was off the chain. From the lighting to the billboards, and she's walking around in a suit with flats on, but she got an earpiece on. I mean, you would think you were at like a real event. Like, no, like I wasn't even thinking that where I'm speaking is gonna be this bomb, the bomb. So event planner, number one, you need to be talking about, okay, the event planner I'm talking about, her name is on Instagram, Rose and Ray Events. So Rose, Rose, and then the word and spelled out AND, and then Ray is RAE, and then events. Baby, this event was so laid. She was so professional. She had an earpiece. She's talking to the sound man. It was just top notch. Okay, your event. I don't know if you are. Is my event planner still on here, or is she gone? If my event planner is still on here, can you tell me what is your niche? But whatever you're doing, it needs your whole thing is, when someone's planning an event, it can be tiresome, right? We got to call all the people to find out what the pricing is. And then, they got to now think of, what's going to be the decorations, what's going to be this and that. And then what's the price going to be, and what kind of furniture we're going to have, and what kind of place it's going to be. And so people don't really like to plan events because it can be tiresome and time consuming. So if you're the event planner, your whole thing is, you're going to take the burden of all of that off of the client. So you need to have a Rolodex of vendors. So when someone comes to you, you are the one-stop shop. So you have 3 or 4 people for decorations, for balloons, for cakes, for a DJ, for renting furniture, for decorations, for catering. You want to go ahead and have a database, right? You want to already have their pricing. So you talk about how you made planning an event simple. Where are the pain points? Having to call all around to get pricing, how to find people who are going to meet that person's standard, right? What is the price point? Like, if I have a budget, how do I stay in the budget? So if I'm the event planner, I'm going to take all that stress, all that hassle off of you, and I am your one-stop shop. So if I'm going to meet with the client. I'm going to kind of get what their vision is, and then what that budget is. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to events and budget, some people have champagne taste, but they have a beer budget. So we got to go on in the beginning and just knock them over in the head, baby. For $5,000, we're not about to have doves coming out the sky, and we're not passing out, free Gucci bags in the gift bag. So whatever is their budget, you have to give them what they can realistically do, but make it as nice as possible for that budget. So I'm just going to freestyle. If they have a $5,000 budget and they want DJ, and they want like balloons, and they want like lobster and shrimp, for the food, give them an alternative that still mirrors what they want. So maybe I'll get a cheaper DJ because I need to put more money on the food. And maybe I will work out, well, baby, you wanted lobster and steak, but what if we did maybe like a gumbo, like finding like a cheaper alternative in that same area. Your whole job is to make their dream come into reality. How you do that is by you having all these people. Like, you have to have your own Rolodex of people. Now, some people will say, oh, I want to bring my own food, my own cake, blah, blah, blah. But if you can have a repertoire or a Rolodex of all the different people that constitute what you need in the event, you can then mix and match. Well, I got to cut something out here, so let me go with a cheaper cake, or maybe forget the cake, do cupcakes. I have a vendor that can do a cupcake cheaper than having this big old cake, so we can put more money into the food. Or she really wants to have this big balloon backdrop, so the decorations are going to be over the top. So let me go ahead and kind of cut costs here. But you are promoting how you do all these events at great price points, but you are the one-stop shop. All they gotta do is come to you with your consultation. You're gonna get everything, and then you're gonna give them different options. I know our budget was 5. If we can swing 65, we can do boom, 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 and boom. If we can only do 5, we can do boom, boom, and boom. But you're advertising, number one, that you're the one-stop shop. Number 2, every time you do an event, you have to have videos. Video sales. Pictures are a last resort. So how do you transform this event center into a white night, right? A white night with doves. Show the before and after. Show the before and after. Client reviews are priceless, right? Not a written review, because you and your mama can be up all night typing up fake reviews, right? You want to have video reviews. So as you're I'll always ask your guests, can you give me a review? And if they had a great event, that will be the perfect time to get, oh my gosh, they made my wedding so beautiful. They made my quinceañera so beautiful. They made my sweet 16s. No. They made my retirement. No. But you want to start advertising that you help plan all of these events. So all the events that you can do, start advertising. Do you have a sweet 16 coming up? Do you have a quinceañera? Do you have a retirement party? Do you have a birthday coming up? Do you have an NBA finals? Maybe you can decorate someone's home nice for like a game night, whatever it is. But you want to advertise that you are the one-stop shop. You take out all that time and hassle and having to put all these deposits everywhere. You have your own repertoire of people that you work with to make the event just go. So all the person has to do is pay you, tell them your vision, and just show up. That's what they're paying you for. I just want to be able to show up, and everything I told you I wanted after we discussed it, it's just there. I don't want to have to be calling and the day of worrying what this is there. That's what they're paying you for. And so as you show them the before and after of how great your events are, you can show them people having a funky good time, show the food, show your flowers, show your decor, so people can already get a feel as to what kind of event you're going to put on. Then you have your price point. You can make even more money if you go on ahead and know what the price point is for your vendors. Just add you a little extra 10, 15, 20% on top of that. So for me, putting you with the cupcake and the balloon and the DJ and the furniture person, you just add you a little extra 10, 15% fee on top of that, and it's still going to be cost effective. But they're paying you for you to be able to put on this event. So you're not marketing how cheap you are. You're not marketing how affordable you are. You're marketing you are marketing convenience. I'm a one-stop shop. I'm going to make all your, party dreams come true. I'm going to give you the event to remember, the event of a lifetime. And so when people are throwing events, they're throwing it on to have a funky good time. Or they're throwing it on, for all their friends to envy them and talk about how their daughter's Sweet 16 was the best, how their wedding was the best, how their retirement was the best, right? So that's what we're marketing. But your page should be filled with talking about how easy it is to book with you, how you have all these connections with these different vendors, how you can turn any kind of space into their dream, how you take the hassle of planning an event or a party off. So all you have to do is tell me your dream and show up. I do the rest. Okay, so those were the 1, 2, 3, 4. Those were the 8 different examples for different businesses of how to actually market. You want to sell the problem. You are the solution. Sell the problem. You are the solution. Okay, so I am doing a free masterclass this Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. If you're my Instagram page, you can type in bank in the comments for the link. If you're my TikTok page, you can click the first link in my bio and to sign up for my class. So if you're interested in learning about business structure, about contracts, marketing, how to protect your assets, how to form your business, for Black History Month, I'm trying to get everyone's business together as cost effective as possible. So I'm doing a free webinar. I am also going to be starting a 90-day mentorship program, but I'm going to be explaining all the details of that at my free webinar on Sunday. So if you are interested in, working with me one-on-one for a mentorship program, you need to click the link in my bio on my TikTok page, or you need to click bank in the comments on my Instagram page and be at the webinar on Sunday at 7 p.m. so that you can, see if you're interested in working with me one-on-one. So marketing is sell the problem. You are the solution. The problem does not have to be anything life or death. So if I'm hair, I am selling beauty, while you want to always look good. Like you don't want to be caught slipping. So if you want to make sure that your hair is laid, you need to book with Joy. If I'm the natural hair girl, I'm showing all my natural hair. If I'm the short hair expert, I'm showing how I'm doing, transformations. Anything with, beauty is, the problem is making a woman feel good, or if you're a barber, making a man feel good, with the haircut. Or if you do all these man weaves, showing the bald, how he looks 45, and you put that man wig on, now he looks, 25. There was a guy on Instagram, he was in his car, right? He looked the fool. He had this beard everywhere, unshaven. His hair was a little nappy, haircut. And he did he turned his neck and he came back. He had a fresh edge. All that hair was taken off, a nice lineup. It was fun. It looked like that's the same person. So if you can show transformations, show transformations. If you are selling affordability, talk about how affordable and convenient your product is, right? If I'm a restaurant, if I'm a restaurant selling Joy's Peach Cobbler, I'm selling how, baby, this is going to be the best dessert ever. I'm not talking about how many calories it has. I'm not talking about how much sugar is in it. I'm talking about how it's so good. If you got food, what's my girl's name? What's my girl's name I just love? Granny's. I'm just so proud of this little girl too. What's my girl's name? Crannies. What's my cinnamon girl name? Is it Cranny? The devil. What's my cinnamon roll girl's name? I just never have my stuff together. It's this girl. I have followed her since she was selling. I don't want to say selling out of her car, but she was going from pillar to post selling her cinnamon rolls, and she was just at the Super Bowl selling her cinnamon rolls. She had moved. She was in a storefront, and then the actual building shut down, so she had to move again. But she finally got back into another place, and baby, she was at the Super Bowl selling her cinnamon rolls, and she partnered up with who's the vegan girl? Slutty Vegan, and did a vegan cinnamon roll for her. Oh, I'm just so mad. So man, I can't think of the girl. I want to say it's Granny Cimarrone's, but if your food, you gotta show the food. I have to be hungry looking at your videos. I need to see it being made. I want to see it being served. I should be able to smell it. I should be able to want to jump in my phone and just, take that chicken leg. Jump in that phone and get that peach cobbler. Crank Granny. That's my girl, Crank Granny. That is my girl. If you go to her page, she gonna have a cinnamon roll and she gonna open it up. She gonna break it on the camera. And baby, it's just gonna be, it's just gushing out. She got peach cobbler cinnamon roll. She got every kind of dessert cinnamon roll, but she always gonna open it up to show you how soft the dough is and the stuff gonna be coming out. And it's like, I don't care if you on Atkins, you on keto, you on a diet, you on the page like, on my cheat day, I am going here. On the cheat day, I am going here. No, the owner of Slutty Vegan is not one of my clients. She's a phenomenal businesswoman. I'm just shouting out excellence. No, she's not a client of mine. I wish she was, but baby, the Slutty Vegan is she's at the bank. She's under the bank. She's on top of the bank. At this point, she's just printing money. She's not even at the bank. She's just printing her own money. That's what she's doing. I love her. But whatever it is that you're selling, don't forget you are sell the problem, you are the solution. But the person should either, if you're selling a service, should either be just be loving who you are as how you're talking about your product. Or if you're showing what you're doing, then they should just love your before and after. Like if you're doing hair, the hair is just laid. You're doing makeup, the makeup is just laid. You're doing nails, the nails are just laid. Whatever you're doing, you got to really showcase the end result. Make that person want to go to your link and book you. Make that person want to go to your link and purchase your product. You have to make the product and service so wonderful because the competition is out here. So all these stock photos, regular photos, no, we got to have videos. You got to be in front of the camera. You have to sell your baby. Period, point blank. Baby, I done ran my mouth. It is 1 o'clock. Dude's got basketball in the morning. I'm tripping. Everyone have a great Friday night, and I will, of course, see you at the bank.